A judge has ordered an East Tennessee couple to leave a home after the home's owner claimed they were trespassing.
The couple says they had paid a month's rent and a deposit and signed a contract. However, the owner of the home says he doesn't know the couple.
You know, all this played out in court as WATE 6 on Your Side consumer reporter Don Dare is here now to explain.
Well, Lori, the judge listening to the argument said it is one of the most usual cases he's heard recently. In Tennessee, the Landlord-Tenant Act has rules that protect both the renter and the property owner. For example, tenants must be given ample time if they're being evicted. However, what if someone living in a home never had a legal lease and the homeowner claimed the people were trespassing, but the people living in the house would not leave? This 100-year-old Victorian-style home in North Knoxville is for sale and has been for a while. Despite the red-hot real estate market, there have been no buyers for the nearly 5,000-square-foot house and a bungalow behind it.
Yeah, we've tried to sell it for about a year now. We're having a hard time selling it.
Because of the condition of the home?
Yes. Even at a low price. There's two structures. You know, we're having a hard time selling it for $225,000.
The condition of the house has made it difficult to sell. It's in need of a lot of repair. In early April, however, a family moved into the home without the owner's permission, and they wouldn't leave, claiming they have a contract. Knoxville attorney Bennett Hirschhorn represents the home's owner and trustee.
The property is owned by a trust for a woman named Tina Sanders, who's in memory care, and the trustee is her son, Jonathan Farmer.
The home is not for rent, and trustee Jonathan Farmer has directed his attorney only to sell the place. Speaking by telephone in court last week, Mr. Farmer, the son of the owner, said he does not know the couple living in the home, never met them. Court documents claim Josh and Christy Faircloth moved into the Knoxville home 2 months ago without Mr. Farmer's approval. 2 hearings were held in civil court, not to evict the alleged trespassers, but to legally eject them from the house.
About 2 months ago, I get a phone call from a realtor who says, hey, there's somebody living in that house. And I'm like, no, it's probably the wrong address. Are you sure you're at the right house? And they're like, yeah, we're at the right house. And they send me a picture. And sure enough, there's people living there.
Do they have permission to live there?
They don't have permission.
The couple, Christy and Josh Faircloth, were sued for trespassing for living in the home illegally, which they deny. You heard Mr. Farmer say that you did not have permission to be in the house.
No, that is not the case, and so I don't want to talk to you. No.
What is the case?
We were rented the house.
I'm sorry, what?
The house was rented to us by someone. I don't know if it was Mr. Farmer or not, but we did pay money. We have a receipt where we paid to live in that home. We got a lease. We have keys to move in that home. We thought we were supposed to be there because we had paid money to be there, Mr. Dare.
Who'd you pay the money to?
We were supposed to be to a Jonathan Farmer, but apparently it's not Jonathan Farmer because Jonathan Farmer's in Texas.
So this is the fake lease. It's drafted by Christy Faircloth, and it purports to be between them and Jonathan Farmer. And then it gives an address, 1420 Parkwood Drive, with a post office box in Carrollton. That's not a real address, although my client does live in Carrollton.
There are 3 signatures on the lease. One is from Josh Faircloth, the other his wife's.
I believe that's Christy Faircloth, and then this up here is supposed to be Jonathan Farmer, although that's not his signature.
Under the law, it's difficult to evict people who claim they have a lease, but a case can be made to eject them in order to recover possession of the property.
And there's the Landlord-Tenant Act, and tenants have rights, but trespassers don't have any rights. So if you're trying to evict somebody and you don't have a lease with them, you can't evict them. You have to eject them.
In his order, Judge Chuck Cerny gave the couple about 24 hours to pack up and leave the home. Since there are allegations that Mr. Faircloth and his wife may have committed fraud and caused damage to the home, the judge wants them back in court next week. Before he left court, Mr. Faircloth said he and his family will move out. As we watch the proceedings, it's not easy for a property owner to remove someone. They have to file in court what's called an ejectment. It's a legal term to recover in civil court the possession of your property or land. And it's unlike an eviction because there is no landlord-tenant relationship with the person on your property. We'll see what happens when this goes back to court next week. Lori?